First off, I just want to say, ignore the flickering while I'm talking. That's because I hacked it so it would run at 60 FPS during the gameplay. That normally doesn't happen, I swear. Speaking of things that normally never happen, I don't like to preamble. I just like to get into it usually. Nobody's gonna watch this video anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and tell you a little bit about what I'm planning here. I've been working on a lot of big projects lately, and none of them are coming out because I'm just garbage work ethic. But I want to make things, but I don't want to make Let's Plays anymore. So I'm trying out this new format, and part of the format, I'm trying to personally challenge myself to make stuff that has a shorter turnaround, and I'm like still relatively happy with the final result. You know, as sort of a challenge to myself, I wanted to try and make a video on every single game in my Steam library alphabetically. Now I know what you're thinking. This is Agatha Christie, the ABC Murders. Clearly I'm a casual if I don't have any games that come up before that. Wrong. I had a video ready for 1, 2, 3, kick it, drop that beat like an ugly baby. I'd done a little bit of research for it. Went downstairs because I was really hungry, ravenous, really. Started cutting some bread, accidentally cut through my hand. So I fucked up my left hand a little bit. Can't really play anything that requires you to hold down the W key for a little while. So went down the list, found the first thing that I could play with just mouse, and that was Agatha Christie, the ABC Murders. Yes, I cut my finger really badly with a bread knife. Okay, let's get in here. I want to make a video on every game in the library, right? But they're going to be one-offs, and most of what... Sometimes the most interesting stuff is not found in the game. So first impressions are very important. So, you know, I come over here and I look at this and it says, one of the best novelists of all time meets the adventure game specialist, which both of those, I called them into question in my brain. My gray matter began working. So, I shouldn't be giving Agatha Christie shit. She's known to break a few kneecaps, but you know, like I Googled best novelists of all time, and like, she's not even on, Google doesn't even consider her anywhere on this list. Stephen King's there, Balzac is here. Ah, fuck. You press the W key with the middle finger.
Some post for you, Poirot.
Mr. Hercule Poirot, you fancy yourself, don't you, at solving mysteries that are too difficult for our poor thick-head British police. Let us see, Mr. Clever Poirot, just how clever you can be. Perhaps you'll find this nut, yours extra. A, B, C.
Oh, it's some sort of joke.
That guy looks a little bit evil.
It's here, Poirot. The murder took place in this street. Grim place indeed.
Tout à fait, Hastings. The streets of Andover are in a terrible state.
Look, there's Chief Inspector Japp. He's talking with a policeman.
Let us try not to get our shoes wet.
Guess let's just start solving mysteries, you know. That's just like the only picture of Balzac. I love my boy. Where was I? All right. Not a big deal, though. But I was curious about what they meant by the adventure game specialist. I was like, whoa, so they got my boy Tim Schafer on this? They got, that's the only adventure game guy whose name I know by name. Made by Artifact Studio. They probably made a bunch of games like this, right? And the only other thing they made of distinction here is Garfield Kart. I think I have solved the mystery. And I'm not trying to give him shit, you know, Garfield Kart is fine. It's just funny. Garfield Kart is funny. Let's not pretend Garfield Kart's not funny. So I think it's actually Nick Roids is the alleged adventure game specialist. They published Black Sad and a bunch of other adventure games. I love Black Sad. I haven't played it, but I just love this screenshot right here. I love both of these screenshots. He's so fucking hard-boiled. I react to everything in my Discord server with this. Nobody else thinks it's funny, but
Dash! A puddle. How clumsy.
Oh, shit. Is this like a way out?
Fuck. I keep forgetting about this shit.
Dash! A puddle. How clumsy.
Oh, shit. I didn't know this was a good game.
What do we have?
The victim is called Alice Asher. She owned this tobacco shop. She was killed yesterday with a blow to the back of the head.
Is Japp being too relaxed? Let us find the clues that prove it.
There it is, his relaxed attitude. It's clear on the back of his hands. Wait a second. Look at the discoloration there. His hands are just yellow. Why?
Japp is in a good mood. I bet he thinks he's already caught the culprit.
Why is his hand yellow?
The
My
last
hands are
customer to
gloves.
see Mrs. Asher alive left her shop at 5:30. The body was found
I don't think
at
they
around
could treat
11 in the
jaundice
evening
yet
by an
when this
officer
game
doing
was
his
made.
rounds.
I mean, when it takes
The
place.
shop door was open. That's what alerted him.
Had anything been taken?
There's nothing of any real value in the shop.
What type of woman was Mrs. Asher?
50s, separated, no children.
Husband?
Franz Asher, alcoholic, violent, regularly insulted his wife and threatened to kill her.
A little too easy, don't you think?
Oh shit, someone's been murdered. Alright,
She has a packet of play cigarette next to her hand. This
urns.
poor woman's head is resting in a very even-shaped pool of blood.
Okay. I don't know much about blood
The body
splashes.
is hidden by the counter and is not visible from the tobacco shop's door. I can't see any other mark on the floor.
Doesn't look like the floor killed her. They didn't
She
took her
just
earrings.
has one wound on the back of the head.
Tobacco's 1 second off your life. Oh, I'll have you know it's way more than that. Don't smoke, kids. She's got a lunch bag full of blood.
No, it's just some strawberries that are losing their juice.
Poirot, you should never jump to conclusions like that. Taste the juice. All I'm
It's
saying
not
is I'd be
just
doing better.
any railway guide. It's an ABC.
Oh shit.
It's open at the letter A. There are no prints on the book.
How can you tell that there are no fingerprints on the book? Oh. I guess that would be weird now that I think about it. An ABC is usually red every once in a while, I think. It's been a while since it. Yeah, look at all the handprints everywhere else.
The
So why are
counter
there no
is
prints on
covered
there?
with fingerprints all on top of one another.
So, Poirot, any news?
An ABC guide with no fingerprints but prints all over the counter.
The tobacco shop does not sell ABC guides.
Could you have a word with the neighbors? Some may have seen something.
Of course,
If I ever commit a murder, I hope some real weird shit, like, just coincidentally happens at the same time that must be involved. Like a chupacabra sighting happens at the same time or something. They'd never be able to figure out it was me. Unless they watch my YouTube videos.
The door is locked.
Hey, you fellas, you know anything? I'm here to question you. That is a fucking thick horse over there. That's the second thickest animal I've seen all day. ABCs. Okay, so I had that ABC murderer guy. There's no guide for sale in the tobacco shop. And there are no fingerprints on the guide. That's weird, right? I don't know about that one, Poirot.
The murderer deliberately left behind this ABC as a signature. The absence of fingerprints and the fact that it is open at letter A for Andover leaves little doubt.
It leaves a fair amount of doubt, I feel like. Was Miss Asher killed on sight? I mean, the pool of blood near her head indicates that she was, I think. But there are no other marks on the floor.
Mrs. Asher was killed here. The
Oh.
absence of marks in the shop and the regular shape of the blood stains indicated beyond a doubt.
That actually does make sense. If you kill someone and then drag them away, it makes a bunch of blood stuff. Also, yeah, corpses don't bleed. Yeah, you got me on that one, Poirot. Okay, one more thing to clue. Is theft the motive for the crime? Nah, we're missing a clue.
The till
yeah.
does not appear to have been touched. I have to check that nothing is missing from it.
Behold, my complex mechanism. I press the open button. Open.
Something is preventing the drawer from opening.
Okay, yeah, I guess you're right. What's that? B minus minus. That's a fucking C, dog. Not even a C plus. 5. Okay, it's 8. 5. What if I set it to unlocked?
A mechanism has just made a fan click.
Let's see about this though. Blow.
The till is full of money, but there is something strange.
Yes.
Something is hidden underneath.
Not a Confederate dollar. She must be a sympathizer. All right. 8, 5, 2. Ah,
This must be the key to the back of the shop.
just drag it. There we go. I'm an adventure game specialist myself, I think you'll find.
Blood.
Okay, she had tuberculosis like everybody in this era. I don't see anything to say
Did
here.
Alice Asher suffer from nosebleeds?
That's not true.
Souvenir of our honeymoon in the Black Forest. To my Alice forever, Franz Asher.
Okay, there's a painting of Two-Face on the wall. I feel like that might be relevant, but I guess not.
Such a pretty decoration should be at the center of the motif to respect the symmetry.
I suppose so, Poirot. Okay, well...
I heard a faint sound as if something was unlocked.
That was easy. Faint sound as if something was unlocked, eh? Whoa. Okay, I don't know much about birds, but I feel like that's the about proper way that they would all be hanging out. Oh, hey, wait a minute. No, do not reinitialize the puzzle, please. Yellow bird faces the left. Ah, it makes a good noise when you do it right. No, I think it's less clicks to do it this way. Yeah. That's how you play a game, fellas. That gave me... Yeah, I got 5 ego points off that.
Medicine.
Yeah.
Laudanum-based cough medicine, Mrs. Asher, and Dover Morley Laboratory, London. It's strange to find such an elaborate medicine from a leading London laboratory in the home of such a modest woman.
Laudanum is elaborate? I don't believe that for a second. Laudanum time. Yeah, it's just opium. Alright, what's this letter? Poirot just pick things up and look at them.
From Mr. Adam Flint, Royal Bank, Eastfield Road, Andover. To Mrs. Alice Asher, 5 Bishops Road, Andover. Dear Mrs. Asher, further to your request of 12 February 1935, I have informed my superiors of your wish to apply for a loan to acquire the lease of the shop you rent from Mr. Fairfax. Denied. Adam Flint. Mrs. Asher's meager savings were not enough for her to own the tobacco shop, but will largely cover her funeral costs. What a strange box. It looks like you have to slide the slats of wood to open it.
No wonder she was poor. She kept on fucking spending all her money on puzzle boxes. Those are expensive. Not this one, though. You can see that's poor quality. I got one like these in Mexico. It was only a few pesos.
This button appears to activate the mechanism.
That was a long time ago, though. Maybe the puzzle box industry has exploded since then. Maybe I was lucky. They said they gave me a special deal just for me, though, so I think I got a special deal because I was so handsome.
That should do it.
My ego. No. Why is it spring-loaded? Okay, we're good.
A necklace of bright blue stones. Who is this young woman?
Let's see, what can we see just from looking at this? There's a church in the background. Now, most of the Europe didn't have God at this point. God wasn't invented until World War II when we used him to beat the Nazis. She's got a big stick, which makes me think that she might have been a warrior woman. Like a shield maiden of some variety. Now, this looks like a stone wall, but this is actually a big shield that she would carry. Case closed. Oh, wait a minute.
Who is this young woman?
I think there's an easier way to figure this out. Yeah.
To my dear Aunt Alice, Mary Drower.
Have you found anything?
The victim has a niece. Find her. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
No objects of value were for sale in the shop, and the till is untouched and full of money. So theft is not the motive of the crime. Just wanted to do a murder, you know?
The motive is definitely not financial gain.
Now, I don't know much about Poirot, but I feel like he'd want to fix this painting, because it's bothering me. Why is it like that? How can you just leave something like that? I just looked around my room and got sad. You don't get to, though. Inspect the tobacco shop surroundings. I already did that. I found the cat.
4 pence a lettuce, a lovely large lettuce, 4 pence only. Strawberries, 6 pence a pound.
Let me just give a good leer
This
here.
woman appears to be a smoker.
Okay, do I really need to... I feel like that's enough evidence. Oh, I'm holding this extinguished cigarette for a friend. I guess that's... No, you're just throwing it on the ground. Look around. Oh, shit, a rat went by. Okay. More ashtray. Poirot...
She's a big smoker. She must have been a customer at the tobacco shop.
Sometimes you work a little bit too hard for those.
Your strawberries appears to be rather soft.
Soft? The cheek of it. What are you trying to say? And for starters, who are you? You're foreign, that's for sure, with your accent and your odd way about you. Well, I've nothing to say to you.
Did you speak to the victim yesterday?
No, I never saw her. Why should I help you? For your beautiful moustache?
Yes.
Come on, move along now.
Are you
You're scaring away
hitting
the
on me?
customers.
Please, do not be ridiculous. I know that Alice Asher bought strawberries from you yesterday.
Well, you know more than I do then. Run along now. I have work to do.
Why are you being such a... rustic confessional? What does that mean? What did I do? Oh, shit. I did that perfectly. I got an achievement for it. It may have not looked perfect, but you may not like it, but this is what...
Hey, Poirot, the greengrocer causing trouble? I'll sort her out.
No, please.
I found the victim's niece. She's waiting for you in the back of the shop.
Thank you, mon ami. I'll question her.
Just walk right on through past the corpse of your aunt. Had it right in the back. Hello there. Let me give you a look. A little
He's
ocular
a bit
pat down.
sincere.
She's got a handkerchief. She's got lowered eyes. What am I looking at?
She
Oh,
appears
okay.
to be very upset. She's dressed in mourning.
What the fuck, Poirot?
You were very fond of your aunt, am I right?
She was the only family I had since my mother died.
She have any children?
Your aunt did not have any children.
She was separated from her husband. He never left her alone. She used to drop by all the time and make a scene.
Was your aunt afraid of her husband?
He shouted a lot, but she
Seems like
wasn't
just
afraid of him.
do
Why,
the
he
more
used to
subtle
slink
thing.
away when she turned on him. He was afraid of her, if you like.
Oh, it would be so much more fun to just be a dick, but I gotta have that big ego.
Did your aunt enjoy good health?
She had a bad throat, but she was well cared for.
Does Franz Asher work?
All he's done for years is drink and gamble, but he
If
used
you're
to
good
be
at that, it
very
can be a
good
job.
cabinet maker.
What does he
Oh,
live on?
My aunt used to give him 5 shillings a week.
Why did she support such a goods for nothing?
He was her husband. She couldn't leave him with nothing.
You have been of great assistance, mademoiselle. Please take this young lady home.
My pleasure.
take her into the station.
Well, this Franz Asher does not seem to be quite so dangerous as Jab says. And since
She's
Alice
making a run
Asher
for it.
gave him money regularly, it was not in his interest to kill her.
Oh, hey. You must be the husband.
We have to wait for him to sleep it off.
There must be some way of sobering him up.
Oh, look at what Franz dropped, eh?
A box of new stockings.
What? Is that for, like, there's a handful of things that could be going on there. I don't think he's a cross-dresser. Maybe he was gonna go rob a bank. I don't know how long people have been wearing stockings over their heads to rob banks.
It's Alice Asher's notebook. Ah,
Oh, whoops. Sorry, Poirot. Didn't mean to cut you off.
oddly. The fruit seller has debts too. She will probably be more cooperative thanks to this piece of information. You want to go to prison?
Prison? Now that's not fair. I haven't done nothing.
In that case, I am counting on your full collaboration.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Listen, I didn't kill Alice.
At what time?
6 o'clock. She left me a note saying she wanted some strawberries if I got some. I received them late, about 6. So I took them over to her.
But you did not see her.
She wasn't in the shop, so I just put the strawberries on the counter and left.
Anything unusual in the shop?
There was always a railway guide on the counter. Alice didn't sell them. Maybe it's the customer who left it there.
You were not alarmed?
I thought Alice had just gone to get her medicine from her room and that she'd be straight back.
Medicine.
Something for her cough. She used to take it a lot.
Who killed her?
France. Her scoundrel of a husband. He's German.
Did you see Franz Asher enter the tobacco shop late yesterday afternoon?
Well, no. But at that time of the day, the streets are packed, and I have better things to do than watch her shop.
I'll just borrow your bottle a moment.
Take it. It's what Alice used to sober up her husband. But try not to empty the bottle.
What is it?
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Vinegar! Okay, when was she murdered? Okay, well, we know that the body was found at 11 p.m., so that's a pretty good one. I guess she was seen alive then. Okay, so between 5:30 and 11. Whew, a real tough one. Can we reduce the time range? Okay. Fruit seller did not see anybody at the shop at 6 p.m. I guess this one, I don't know how. Alice was killed between 5:30 and 6 p.m. I didn't pay attention enough to figure out why that makes sense, but I'll take your word for it. Oh, you use it as a smelling salts. But then why would I
Mes
empty
amis,
it?
I can say without a doubt that poor Mrs. Asher was killed.
That's rather bold.
I've been talking to the neighbors, and
No one seen anything? Bien. We must grill this villain Asher before he falls asleep again.
Alright. Let me give him a good look first.
This man is in rather a bad state.
Alright, well, you gotta start with the tomato. Alright, he was in a fight. Okay, it looks like he was in a fight. Now, I don't know about this, but I think it looks like maybe
This
he was
man
in a
has been
fight.
fighting and he smells of alcohol. Are you often involved in fights?
I don't know what you mean.
Care for a cigarette, monsieur?
No thanks.
You threatened to kill your wife and now she's dead.
So what? You shouldn't take things so seriously, sir. Nothing but empty threats. We didn't get on all that badly.
It's just a prank, you know?
So, if
Who hasn't
things were
tried to
going so
murder their
well with
wife
your
every
wife,
once in a while?
why did you not live with her?
She was the one that left. Nothing to do with me, sir.
You can't have treated her very well for her to run away.
No, sir, no. I wouldn't say I'd ever laid a finger on her, but it was only normal. She was my wife.
My wife?
The truth is that someone gave you a good beating.
A beating? No way. All right, he tore my coat and gave me a black eye. You see the state of him. Probably best if I tell you everything. Yesterday afternoon, I met Roderick Tanner.
Uh-huh.
We'd bet on a dog fight together.
Okay, fucked up.
An
Okay.
illegal bet, naturally.
Yes, sir. Our dog won. Roderick got the money, but he refused to give me my share.
And you fought about it. What time was this?
In the evening, about 6, I think. We were on the other side of town. You see, I couldn't have killed my wife.
I was too busy being beaten up after doing a dog fight. You should have seen the other dog. What was Miss Asher doing when she was killed? Oh, she was taking a packet of cigarettes from the shelf. I guess that makes sense.
The murderer probably pretended to be a customer. He hit the shopkeeper from behind as she turned around to serve him.
Reconstruct the crime's course of events by selecting actions that the killer may have executed. Alright, I got this. Okay. He rolls up on him.
The killer enters the shop.
Yeah, rolls up on him, like I said. Okay, well, we know he bought cigarettes, so he rolls up on him. He
Mrs.
keeps rolling
Asher
up.
turns around to greet a customer.
Uh-huh. Okay. He asks her for cigarettes.
The
We know this
murderer
happens.
asks her for some tobacco. She turns her back to him. He seizes the opportunity to strike her.
Yeah, and then he puts the thing
He
down.
then places the ABC on the counter before leaving.
The ABC was not found like that. We are not far from the solution, Hastings. Would you mind if we thought about it a little more?
What? What? I fucked up? Okay. Oh,
He then
yeah.
places the
Turns that
ABC
around.
upside down before leaving.
To make sure that it's on the right page. It'd be embarrassing.
Everything appears to match the crime scene, mon cher Hastings. That is exactly what happened.
Asher has a strong alibi and we don't have any other suspect. But what was the point of this crime?
She had no debts.
No doubt about it, the murderer is insane.
And I fear that we had not heard the last of him. Let's go home, there's nothing for us here.
This is actually alright. I might actually play this in my free time, stream it for some friends. Not going to play anymore here, because there's only so much I can do, you know? But yeah, probably more appealing to me than Garfield Kart. If they make another adventure game, you know what? I'll buy it. I'll buy it just for you, Artifact Studio. I got a fat stack from the president. Not because of the Corona thing. It was hush money. We fucked.